Hey, Ursula.
Okay.
Is it
Oh,
just me? Maybe David will
yep.
come. Um,
I'm hoping so. He came in on Wednesday, but at like 7:05. So we'll
Okay.
see.
Can I use barbell today?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
All right. So for today's workout, looks long and complicated. Actually, nothing crazy. So you're going to start off with a 3-minute AMRAP. It's going to be 20 gorilla squat jump, 40 single dumbbell or kettlebell cleans, alternating obviously of a barbell. Don't worry about alternating. After that, 20 gorilla squat jump. Then you're going to do 40 single dumbbell or kettlebell shoulder overhead, alternating 10 reps. And then 20 more gorilla jump squats, and then 40 dumbbell or kettlebell hang snatches. You're going to have a minute to rest, and then you're going to do a 6-minute AMRAP. It's going to be the same thing as above, except you're going to continue where you left off. So if in the 3 minutes, you only got through the second round of gorilla squat jumps, you're going to continue this next AMRAP with the 40 single dumbbell, kettlebell, shoulder overhead. After that 6-minute AMRAP, you're going to have 2 minutes to rest, and then it's going to be a 9-minute AMRAP. And just like before, you're going to continue where you left off. So basically, you're doing this piece continuously throughout the AMRAP with rest intervals in between. So yeah, nothing too crazy, but you will need a dumbbell or for you a barbell. Yeah. I would just have a dumbbell handy because we're going to use that in the warm-up. Well, so yeah, all you need is a dumbbell, kettlebell, or barbell, and definitely a dumbbell for the warm-up. So for the warm-up, we're going to do 3 rounds of this circuit. The first movement is going to be a 10-step bear crawl forward, 10-step bear crawl backward. So 10 steps bear crawl forward, 10 steps bear crawl backward. After your 10-10, you're going to get your hands crossed behind your neck. You're going to come into the bottom of the squat, and you're going to take 10 drop off steps forward. And then after your 10 duck walk steps forward, you're going to stand and just do 10 high knees. And then you're going to go through that 2 more times. So 10 more bear crawl steps forward and back, 10 duck walk steps, and then 10 high knees. All right, and then from there, we're going to get into a little bit of stretching. We're going to start with a couch stretch. So you're going to find some wall space. You're going to get one foot on the floor. You're going to get the other foot behind you. Try and make sure that your heel is directly in line with your glute. You're going to sit back towards that heel, and we're going to hold for 30 seconds on each side. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and hold. Really try to lean back, feel that stretch in your quads. 15 more seconds. And rest. Switch over to the other leg. You're going to go again in 3, 2, 1, and hold. Halfway. Three, 2, 1, and rest. And from here, we're going to move on to a glute bridge variation. So we're going to do a glute bridge walk-in. So for this, you're going to start by lying flat on the ground, facing the ceiling. You're going to have your arms just outside of your hips, and you're going to pull your shoulders down and away from your ears. From here, you're going to have your toes facing upward, and you're going to take small steps walking into the top of a glute bridge, and then you're going to take those same small steps back. The smaller your steps, the more you're going to feel this in your hamstrings. So let's go with 10 walk-ins. One walk-in is going to be walking into your glute bridge and then walking back out. 10 of those. All right, and then from there, we're going to get into some squatting inchworm bootstrappers. So you're going to come down into the bottom of your squat and grab onto your toes. From here, you're going to go right hand up towards the ceiling, left hand up towards the ceiling. You're going to walk out into a plank, do a push-up, walk back in, and then this time when you grab onto your toes, you're just going to extend the knees as much as you can. So that was 1 rep. You're going to do 8. So it's going to be 1 rotation with the arm in each direction, 1 push-up, and then 1 knee extension. All right, and then from there, we're gonna get into a weighted glute bridge hold. So you're gonna grab your object, you're gonna set it right above your hips. You're gonna walk your feet in to the starting position of a glute bridge. Pull your shoulders down and away from your ears. And then you're gonna come up to the top of a glute bridge and you're gonna hold the glute bridge for 30 seconds. You're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, and hold. Halfway through. Three, 2, 1, and rest. All right, you're gonna keep the object on the ground. You're gonna come into a semi-straddle and place that object just below the outside of your left ankle. You're gonna get your hands behind you so that you're staying as straight as possible and not rocking. And you're gonna point both toes and then just lift the left leg up and over the object. So you're gonna do that 10 times on one leg and then 10 times on the other. 1 rep is over and back. All right, and then from there, we're gonna get into an upper back swimmer hold to warm up the shoulders and back a little bit more. This time, you're gonna start facing the ground. You're gonna have your arms extended in front of you. For the upper back swimmer hold, all you're gonna do is lift your arms and chest off the floor. You're gonna pull your thumbs down to your shoulders. Try to keep your feet on the ground, and you're just gonna hold this position here. Again, you're starting chest and arms on the ground. Chest and arms come off the ground. Thumbs come into the shoulders. And you're going to hold this position for a minute. You're going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. Really pinch that upper back. Keep that chest off the floor. Fifteen seconds in. Halfway through. Last 15 seconds. Three, 2, 1, and relax. We're going to finish off the warm up with some planking reach throughs. So for the planking reach throughs, you're going to come into a plank, straddle your stance just a little bit so you're somewhat more stable for this exercise. From here, you're going to take the left hand, reach right under the right hand, rotate up. So you're just reaching through and rotating the arm up towards the ceiling. You're going to do 10 rotations per side. All right, so now we're going to start talking about this workout. Again, it's going to be gorilla squat jumps, cleans, shoulder to overhead, and hang snatches. So we're just going to start by going through the list in order with the gorilla squat jump. So we're just going to start off with some regular air squats. You're just going to do 10 air squats. So for the gorilla squat jump, you're going to get into your regular squat, except this time you're going to have your hands on the ground. At the bare minimum, your fingertips should at least touch the floor. And from here, all you're doing is just pushing off of the floor or having your hands tap the ground as you jump. That's all a gorilla squat jump is. So you're just going to do 5 gorilla squat jumps. Yep, that's all that is. And now we're going to move on to the clean. So have your barbell out. You're just going to go empty bar for now. So for the cleans, I'm just going to demo the dumbbell version, but you're just going to do the corresponding barbell one. So for the cleans, we're just going to start off nice and simple. I'm going to do 5 deadlifts with the right hand and then 5 deadlifts with the left hand. And you're just going to give me 10 empty bar deadlifts. Cool. And then from that deadlift, we're going to move on to the high pull. The weight's still going to start in the center. I'm going to hike the weight up to my shoulder. Again, you're going to do 5 per side, or Mike, you're just going to do 10 high pulls with the barbell. All right, and then we're going to do the full movement. From the high pull, you're just going to rotate and turn under the dumbbell. If you have a dumbbell, you're going to do 10 alternating reps. Mike, you're just going to give me 10 empty bar power cleans. All right, we're going to move on to the shoulder to overhead and hang snatches, and then I'm going to give you a chance to add some weight to the clean shoulder to overhead and hang snatch. I just want you to go through all the movements with the empty bar first. So for the shoulder to overhead, for those of you with a dumbbell, you're just going to bring the dumbbell to your shoulders, tuck the chin, and do 10 strict presses. Mike, you're just going to give me 10 empty bar strict presses. And then for the shoulder to overhead, you're going to bring the object to one side. You're going to have 3 options. You can either do a strict cross, you can do a push cross where you're bending the knees and dropping under the object, or you can do a push jerk where you're bending the knees and jumping under the object. So depending on how heavy that weight is, you might either want to go with a push press or a push jerk. So for those of you with a dumbbell, you're going to do 5 per side. Mike, you're just going to give me 10 push presses or push jerks with the empty bar. All right, and then the last movement we need to go over is the hang snatch. Oh, okay. So we're going to be starting in the hang position. So that could either be just below the knee or straight from the hang here, whichever position you're more comfortable with. Let's just go with 5 high pulls from that position in each arm. Mike, you're just going to give me 5 snatch grip hang high pulls. Cool. And then we're going to get into the full movement. So from the hang this time, instead of just doing a high pull, I'm going to turn under, switch off the dumbbell up the top, turn under again. You're going to do 10 alternating reps, or Mike, you're just going to give me 10 hang power snatches. All right, Mike, I'm going to give you a little bit of time to warm up the cleans, shoulder overheads, and hang snatches. Ideally, all 3 of the movements are going to be the same weight, but if you need to do something a little bit lighter for the shoulder to overhead, that's fine. Yeah, it's still going to be 40 reps for each movement, obviously not alternating, but remember, the cleans are from the floor and the snatches are from the hang. So just do 3 to 5 reps of each movement, 2 to 3 warm-up sets. Mike, snatches are from the hang. Yep. So take about a minute to rest and then get another warm-up set or 2 in.
Should you be doing like sets of 10 or more for the 40s?
Ideally, yes. If the weight is really heavy and you can only manage sets of 5, that's fine, but hopefully that would be with really short rest in between, just because the first AMRAP is super short. Second AMRAP is also pretty short. I don't want you to be doing shoulder to overheads or hang snatches for 3 whole minutes. So
Okay.
that's going to take up a lot of time. But yeah, sets of 10 would be the goal.
Okay, I'm gonna pull back a little bit. So good.
All right. Just get one more warm-up set in whenever you're ready, and then I'll give you another minute to rest and we'll start the workout. I think that weight looks pretty manageable for you to be able to get sets of 10 consistently.
Yeah, I just haven't done a real snatch, and I don't know.
Yeah, it's been a while for.
I don't even know if we did any in January, honestly.
That is true. We just haven't gotten around to snatches this year. Yeah. Yeah, I would definitely go lighter in that case, and I didn't even think of that. Anyway, all the barbell movements should be okay just because that's mostly shoulders, and as much as squat jump sucks, that'll give you a break from the intensive shoulder movement. So sets of 10 should be pretty good. At that weight, your form is good, you'll be able to keep your pace. But anyway, it's going to be a 3-minute AMRAP to start. Again, you're doing 20 gorilla squat jumps, then you're doing 40 cleans. Remember, the cleans are from the floor. After that, 20 more gorilla squat jumps. Then you're going to do 40 shoulder to overhead. After that, 20 more gorilla squat jumps, and then 40 hang snatches. Again, snatches are from the hang, where you left off. So this is going to be a little bit shorter, a little bit more intense. Ideally, you should be able to get towards the end, if not finish up the the cleans and get into the second round of gorilla jumps. There's definitely enough time for you to get through this circuit at least once, if not twice. So just pace yourself, go with sets of 10 for the cleans, shoulder to overheads, and hang snatches. The gorilla squat jumps shouldn't really be an issue. And I'll call out the 3 minutes, the 1 minute rest, the 6-minute start interval, 2-minute rest, and 9 minutes. Any questions?
Nope.
All right, we're gonna get started in 30 seconds. I'm gonna reset my timer. Remember, you are starting with the 20 gorilla squat jumps. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. 20 gorilla squat jumps. After your 20 squat jumps, 40 cleans. less than a minute left. Last 30 seconds. Last 10 seconds. Make sure you remember where you left off. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, you're gonna have a minute to rest, and then again, the next piece is going to be a 6-minute AMRAP, starting where you left off from the previous one. Yeah. Thirty more seconds. Ten seconds. You're starting again in 3, 2, 1, and go. This time it's 40 shoulder to overhead. After these squat jumps, 40 hang snatches. 1 more minute left in this AMRAP. Last 10 seconds. Three, two, one, and rest. All right, you're gonna have 2 minutes to rest this time, and then the final AMRAP is gonna be 9 minutes.
Snatches are hard.
Oh yeah.
But it's very different.
Especially after shoulder overhead.
Yeah. It also feels really different than the single arm snatches because we've been doing so many of those.
Interesting.
I think
yeah.
hip hop it more when I single arm it. I don't know.
I mean, that kind of makes sense. I know, now that you bring it up, if I do a single arm snatch, it tends to be less like of a straight movement and more of this kind of movement.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, you know, like how we do windmills, it feels more like a windmill snatch for us than anything else.
Yeah, I think I might cheat and do a little.
Sorry,
one of
you
us
got cut
throws.
off there.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were you saying?
I said I think I cheat and do a little bit of a kettlebell swing with it.
Huh.
Single arm.
I mean, I feel like it's kind of a mix between all three. But I feel like it benefits you for the single arm snatch though, because you're using your whole body to get the thing up instead of just focusing on using only one side. But yeah, I definitely think that it's completely different to use halves of your body versus using both arms and both legs at the same time to do a snatch. I feel like it's going to take people a while to adjust to that once they get back to the barbell. So
right.
Chris, you're not the only one. Wait,
yeah.
You're starting again in 10 seconds. Remember, continue where you left off. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Remember, this is a longer AMRAP, so pace yourself a little slower if you need to. 5 more minutes left. Oh wait, sorry, 6 minutes.
How much time?
2.5 more minutes. Few minutes left. Last 90 seconds. Last 30 seconds. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Those last 9 minutes were rough.
Pretty tough, yeah.
I mean, 40 shoulder to overhead at any weight, that's just a lot. Did you get through 2 rounds, 1 round and change?
1 round and change. I was going into
Okay.
the snatches.
That's 80 shoulder to overhead, just
Yeah.
saying. So, a lot of shoulder volume.
Yeah, my forearms are going too.
Oh, yeah. I mean, grabbing a barbell versus grabbing a dumbbell, I don't know. I feel like it's still something new to get used to again. I'm sure people will be all kinds of sore from barbell movements after not doing them for a couple of months.
Yeah.
Yeah, still seems like a good workout.
Yeah. I thought it'd be short and easy. It wasn't. So.
As soon as I saw the 60 gorilla jumps and then the 40 reps of consistent dumbbell movements, I was like, yeah, no, this is definitely going to hurt a lot of people. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Ursula.
You're welcome. Thanks for taking class.
Yeah. I'll see you later.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.